Can you feel it? College football almost here. 35 days from the first games for NC State and Duke. 39 days from Bill Belichick's debut with UNC. Coach was the talk of the town at ACC Media Days today in Charlotte. He took the podium, he answered questions. He talked all about the stuff coaches are expected to talk about before the season ever starts. But of course, it's looking to be a big season with high expectations. So to get a better sense of what to expect, we are chatting with WRAL investigative sports reporter Brian Murphy, taking Murph's turf on the road. Murph, a live edition of our favorite sports segment. Murph, you're at ACC Media Days in Charlotte. Belichick was the main attraction today. What did he have to say?
Well, Ashley, as you can see behind me, media days are over. They've taken down all the signage. They're cleaning this place out pretty quick. But Bill Belichick, definitely the star today. Talks about all the support that he's gotten at North Carolina, how he sort of surprised them, how excited people are. Of course, all season tickets sold, all tickets, not forget season tickets, all tickets sold out. ESPN bringing the whole show on the road for their opener, and the media was here to see Belichick all day.
Thank you. I appreciate everybody coming out today. It's really exciting for me to be here. The sport's been overwhelmingly tremendous. Not only supportive, but engaged and, very excited. We want to match that excitement and put that on the field.
Yeah, Belichick cracked some jokes. You can see those bright lights a little too harsh for him when he first got up on the podium. But there is a lot of excitement around Bill Belichick.
Yeah, no kidding. It's not lost on us that Belichick has never coached college before. And I know you asked him about this. He's got a lot more players to keep track of than he would on an NFL roster. What did he have to say?
Yeah, Belichick hit on a lot of topics, including the evolution of the fullback position, which is what he loves to do. But I asked him, you're bringing in 70 new players. That's, 2/3 of a football team. How are you going to get them ready to play in just a few weeks?
A little bit like a military boot camp or training camp where you learn to work with your teammates pretty quickly, or somebody else is working with them. So, we'll see how it goes. But it's not that different from the NFL, as I was saying in there. We a lot of times had 40, 45 new players, 35 new players, whatever it was. That's a lot, But again, time together. If it's really important to you and they work hard at it, then we'll see improvement quickly.
Yeah, Belichick said, you've got to be where you're supposed to be so your teammate can be where they're supposed to be. And if you're not where you're supposed to be, then, somebody else is going to be on the field in place of you. Lots of jokes here at the media days. Dabo Sweeney joked about Bill Belichick. Pat Narduzzi, the coach at Pitt, also joked about him. High expectations for what Belichick can accomplish at UNC. But he's got a lot of work to do getting this team ready for TCU.
He's no stranger to dealing with the high expectations, right, from his NFL career. Listen, I know UNC is getting a lot of the attention here, but it wasn't all about UNC. This is going to be NC State head coach Dave Doeren's 13th season at Raleigh. How is he feeling about flying kind of under the radar a bit?
Yeah, pretty remarkable in a business and a career, a profession where guys are often thrown out after a couple of years. Dave Doeren has survived in Raleigh, now his 13th season. NC State last year, there was talk about them going to the college football playoff. None of that talk this year. Of course, Belichick getting all the headlines, and Duke also coming off a very good season. NC State coming off a 6-7 season that ended disappointing. But Doeren likes it that way. That's the way he likes to operate this football program, and he thinks it's a blue-collar team that can operate with low expectations and exceed those.
It's been probably the most coachable team I've had in a long time. Coming off of a year where we felt like we left a lot of meat on the bone. They've been very focused, a lot of fun to work with, a lot of tough days, but days that they know that they've needed to push this needle where it needs to go.
Yeah, where it needs to go for NC State is to improve. They'll start with East Carolina, who they lost to at the end of last season in a bowl game. They've got some big games on the schedule this year, including the season finale against UNC. Dave Doeren would love nothing better than beat Bill Belichick at the end of his first season.
Okay, Murph, before you go, I got to ask you about the executive order that President Trump issued today. We talked about it just a few minutes ago here at 7 o'clock. It prohibits third-party pay for play payments to student athletes. However, it does seem to make room for fair market value for brand endorsements for athletes. Can you help us parse through all of this? What does this mean?
Sure, those third-party pay-for-play are collectives, these NIL collectives that sprouted up after the NCAA said, that you could do NIL deals. Well, quickly this collective popped up, and they would just basically pay players maybe to do some minor appearances, and they were basically pay-for-play. The NCAA has tried to get that out of the game. The College Sports Commission, which is enforcing the House settlement, has tried to get that out of the game, and it just hasn't worked. This may be the only way that can get out of the game. Now, of course, that revenue sharing is still allowed. Schools can still pay players $20.5 million. And, endorsement deals with Gatorade or Nike or the sandwich shop down the street will still be allowed as well. But what the college sports has been trying to get rid of are these collectives that simply pay players to attend the school that they're supporting.
Okay. Thanks for helping us through that. I appreciate all your reporting.